Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is a science fiction novel written by Philip K. Dick, first published in 1968. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where a nuclear war has left the Earth's environment decimated, and most of its population has migrated to other planets. The novel follows the story of Rick Deckard, a bounty hunter who is tasked with retiring rogue androids that have escaped from Mars and are now on Earth. The novel is set in the year 2021, and the protagonist, Rick Deckard, lives in San Francisco. The Earth's environment has been damaged, and most animals have become extinct. People who own real animals are considered to be of a higher social status, and owning an animal is seen as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. However, many people can only afford to own electric animals that look and behave like real animals, but are not alive. Deckard is a bounty hunter who works for the San Francisco Police Department. He is assigned the task of retiring 6 Nexus 6 androids who have escaped from Mars and have made their way to Earth. These androids are so advanced that they are almost indistinguishable from human beings, making them difficult to identify and track. As Deckard begins his mission, he is accompanied by his wife, Iran, who is a chickenhead, which means that she has a low IQ due to the effects of radiation on her brain. Deckard is not happy with his marriage, and he frequently contemplates leaving his wife. However, he remains with her as he cannot afford to buy a real animal, which would improve his social status. Deckard's first target is an android named Roy Beatty. As he hunts down Roy, Deckard starts to question the morality of his job. He begins to empathize with the androids and starts to wonder if they deserve to be retired. Roy Beatty, unlike the other androids, has developed emotions and even forms a relationship with his girlfriend, Irmgard. Deckard feels conflicted about his mission, and his doubts about the morality of his job start to grow. The novel also explores the themes of empathy and humanity. Deckard is faced with the question of what it means to be human and whether androids can be considered human if they can feel emotions. Deckard's doubts are further fueled when he meets a young girl named Mercer, who he initially believes is a hallucination. However, as he continues to see her, he starts to question the nature of reality and wonders if his own memories are real or implanted. In his pursuit of the remaining androids, Deckard meets Rachel Rosen, an android who works for the Rosen Association, which manufactures the Nexus 6 androids. Rachel is tasked with convincing Deckard to abandon his mission and return to his normal life. However, Deckard resists her attempts and continues his mission. Deckard's final target is an android named Luba Luft. As he tracks her down, he becomes increasingly conflicted about his mission. When he finally confronts Luba, he is unable to retire her and is left feeling confused and lost. Deckard returns home to find that Iran has killed his electric sheep. This event prompts Deckard to buy a real sheep, which improves his social status, but does little to alleviate his existential crisis. The novel ends with Deckard and Rachel forming a relationship. However, their relationship is complicated by the fact that Rachel is an android, and Deckard is unsure if he can trust her. The novel ends on an ambiguous note, with the reader left to interpret the ending and Deckard's fate. In conclusion, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is a thought-provoking novel that explores the themes of humanity, empathy, and the nature of reality. It raises questions about what it means to be human and whether emotions are what define us as human beings. The novel also explores the idea of artificial intelligence and how advanced it could become in the future. The idea that androids could develop emotions and form relationships blurs the line between what is considered human and what is not. Philip K. Dick's writing style is captivating, and he uses vivid imagery to describe the desolate landscape of the post-apocalyptic world. He creates a bleak and depressing atmosphere, which mirrors the emotions of the characters. His use of dialogue and character development allows the reader to empathize with the characters and understand their struggles. The character of Rick Deckard is complex and multifaceted. He is not a typical hero but a flawed and conflicted individual. He struggles with his job as a bounty hunter and questions the morality of his actions. He is also unhappy in his marriage and constantly contemplates leaving his wife. The character development of Rick Deckard is one of the strengths of the novel and adds to the overall theme of empathy. The novel's ending is ambiguous, and the reader is left to interpret the fate of the characters. The relationship between Deckard and Rachel is left unresolved, and the reader is unsure if their relationship will survive. The open-ended nature of the ending allows the reader to form their interpretation of the events and adds to the overall theme of the novel. In conclusion, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is a groundbreaking science fiction novel that explores complex themes of humanity, empathy, and the nature of reality. Philip K. Dick's writing style is captivating, and his characters are complex and multifaceted. The novel's ambiguous ending allows the reader to form their interpretation of the events, adding to the overall theme of the novel. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is a must-read for anyone interested in science fiction and the exploration of complex themes.